Be sure to check out FIFAcoinsonline.com for the best deals on FIFA coins for a place you know that you can trust. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to Swansea City Career Mode Episode 5. I kept up my promise of doing one of these every other day. Now the views are dropping off, but I'm still going to keep it going because some of you are really enjoying it, and I guess that is all that matters. Maybe I'm not pleasing every single one of my subscribers, but the ones, maybe the 2,000 that are watching it are really enjoying it, and I think, 2,000, not quite the same. That's 2,000 people that are still really enjoying this series, and that is a lot of people. So if I can make the 2,000 of you happy, I will do so. So anyway, we go straight into our first game, and I'm just going to pre-warn you again, we don't have the best episode. These were all recorded at the same time as the last two episodes, and it didn't really work out too well. We're starting like at the time I'm actually recording, like the later on, like a few games ahead, we're really starting to pick up the pace a bit, but at this point it wasn't working out too well. But nonetheless, we did take the lead with Coutinho very early on. We had Adrian, Coutinho and Michu as our front three, little two off the striker thing, but we got a bit unlucky here. The ball dropped to the edge of Sessegnon, and I just could not block him, and the player on the line just made an absolute mess of trying to clear it. Just absolute fail, just stepped into it, and it bounced off his knee into the back of the net, and that meant we went in at 1-1 at half time. And I do quickly want to mention I'm going to Arsenal Reading tomorrow. If anyone else is there, let me know in the comments below or tweet at me at Curtis Morton. It'd be cool if we see anyone else. We will, as always, be in the Rocket pub just around the corner, and that was actually how the game finished. It was 1-1. Coutinho getting the lead, and then Sessegnon pulling it back, and we got a point, I guess, against Sunderland. When I'm not starting too well, that's kind of helpful. They were kind of lucky. Two shots on target, one goal, but oh well, nothing else we can do about it, so we're going to have to skip ahead now and go on to the game against Aston Villa. As you can see, we're actually bottom of the table with just the 1 point. Literally, like a win would just fire us up into the top half of the table, but we are still going to be sat down there and trying our best to get out of it and get out of a little bit of a sticky situation that we've started off in. So as you can see, I decided that I wanted my white kit. It kind of worked out better, and we go straight into the game. I believe we're using an almost the same team. Did I take Michu off? Yeah, I took Michu off for Ibarbo, and I think that was all I did. Yeah, we decided to start Ibarbo because he played quite well a couple games ago, and I kind of felt like he deserved a bit of a chance. Michu hasn't really been performing, didn't score in the last game, didn't score in the game before either. So I thought, we'll chuck him on, see what he can do, see if we can try and get something out of him. But 30 minutes in, we got in a bit of a sticky situation, 3 against 2. I had a feeling he would tramp it across. I even stuck my player over there, but that wasn't enough, and he managed to cross it into Nzogbia, who actually played ridiculously well for them. So they had a massive tramp goal there to kick off the half, and it was 1-0 as we went in at half time. But it's 50 minutes in, just 5 minutes into the second half. A lovely little fake shot there by Adrian, and then a lovely shot just saved by the keeper, put out for a corner, and gave it to De Guzman, who whipped it in onto the head of Kulka, who scored a lovely backwards sort of header as he was like leaning back off the balance to make it 1-1 and get us back into the game. Now, as we made the subs, we brought on Lamar, Britton and Zuma. Kind of wanted to get a bit more pace in there, and Zuma just give him a bit of experience. But on the 88th minute, just trust my luck, pulling there, and it just dropped perfectly to Nzogbia. So lucky that he managed to get that, to get it to fall to him. But in fairness, it didn't end there. They still managed to pick up one more from a corner as Belhanda picked it in onto the head of Light, bounced out to Holman, and there's literally nothing I could have done about either of those two goals. Like, there's no way anyone could have done anything differently to stop them from being scored. So sadly, we lost it 3-1, but there's nothing else we can do about it. We got the loss, and we've just got to keep our heads high and go into the next game, which I believe is a cup tie. And as you can see there, they only had 2 shots on target, yet scored 3 goals. Okay, sure, whatever you say. So we go into the next game, and it's a Capital One cup tie up against Ipswich. We could do with a good cup run to try and get some momentum going in the team, and have something else to concentrate on other than the league. So as you can see, we come up against Ipswich. We pick our white home kit. They go for their blue, and I wanted to make some changes to the squad because I didn't want to have the same old, just getting tired, getting burnt out. When we've got cup games, we can afford to mix it up, and I went for something a bit different. I played Sterling in like left attacking mid, so he can use, like, he's got a great shot, so he can cut in, and that's basically the only real changes I made. We did have Kulka starting over Zuma. I don't know why I just keep playing Kulka. I'm thinking about maybe trying to zoom her out a bit. Maybe he works out a bit better. But Lamar just brought in onto left mid for one of his, I think his first starts. Whips it into Coutinho, and a lovely, lovely headed goal there from a really short player. So, bringing Lamar in has kind of actually been helpful. So it was 1-0 as we went in at half-time, and this was a must-win fixture. And win we did. We played it to Sterling, who ran at the defence, absolutely like pacied it. Michu picked up the ball. I obviously started with him in this game. A terrible, terrible shot there, but won it back, ran across, and of course tramped it to Sterling, because I wanted to do all I could to make sure I got the win. And that gave us the 2-0 lead on the 71st minute, and that was coming up towards the end. We made a sub here, bought on Barbo for the tired Michu, and I believe we also bought on Adrian. Did I bring on Adrian? No, I bought on Hernandez, that's right. And I believe I also bought on Britain, for De Guzman, just to try and freshen it up a bit, get a little bit more pace into the team. So that was also how it ended. It ended at 2-1, and we got a nice little win. As you can see there, we absolutely dominated them. They were completely outclassed, and we were all, although they had more possession, we did still play better than them. And next game, in the next episode, we will have Everton. But until then, that is the end of this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. If we could get to 300 likes, that'd be amazing. Your support has been brilliant. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Click on the screen now to watch the previous episode of the Swansea City career mode, or you can watch the pack opening that I uploaded yesterday. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.